Perfecting your sourdough bread recipe requires attention to detail and practice. Here are steps to help you achieve delicious, artisanal sourdough bread. Maintain a healthy sourdough starter. Start with a vibrant sourdough starter. Feed it regularly with equal parts flour and water to keep it active and bubbly. A healthy starter ensures good fermentation and flavor development in your bread. Choose quality ingredients. Use high-quality flour, preferably bread flour or a combination of bread flour and whole wheat flour for depth of flavor. Quality flour contributes to a better texture and taste in your bread. Weigh ingredients accurately. Use a digital kitchen scale to weigh ingredients accurately, especially flour and water. Consistent measurements ensure consistent results in your sourdough baking. Adjust hydration levels. Experiment with hydration levels, ratio of water to flour, to achieve the desired dough consistency. Higher hydration doughs tend to have more open crumb structure, while lower hydration doughs are easier to handle. Mix and develop the dough properly. Mix the flour, water, and sourdough starter until well combined, then let it rest to autolyse, allowing the flour to hydrate fully. Knead or stretch and fold the dough to develop gluten, which gives the bread structure and elasticity. Fermentation and proofing. Allow the dough to ferment at room temperature or in a controlled environment until it doubles in size. During bulk fermentation, perform stretch and folds to strengthen the dough. After shaping, proof the dough in a basket or bowl until it passes the poke test, springs back slowly when pressed. Preheat your oven and use steam. Preheat your oven with a baking stone or Dutch oven inside to create a hot baking environment. Use steam during the first part of baking to promote oven spring and develop a crispy crust. You can achieve steam by placing a pan of hot water in the oven or using a spray bottle to mist the dough. Score your dough. Just before baking, score the dough with a sharp blade to control the expansion of the bread during baking. Experiment with different scoring patterns to create decorative designs and improve oven spring. Bake with care. Bake the bread at a high temperature initially to create a burst of oven spring. Reduce the temperature to allow the bread to bake through without burning the crust. A fully baked loaf will sound hollow when tapped on the bottom. Cool and rest before slicing. Allow the baked bread to cool completely on a wire rack before slicing. This resting period allows the internal moisture to redistribute and ensures a better texture when sliced. Practice and patience. Perfecting sourdough bread takes practice and patience. Keep notes on each bake to track what works best for your environment and preferences. Adjustments may be needed based on factors like room temperature, humidity, and flour types. By following these steps and experimenting with your sourdough bread recipe, you can refine your technique and achieve consistently delicious loaves with a crispy crust, open crumb, and complex flavor profile.